past doing the most recent happy holiday.
Okay.
Okay, so we get the happy holiday. It is what you expect. The hotel is awesome. The staff is nice. So we get to the hotel. We get to our room. There's no shower curtain. TV doesn't work. So we're like, hell yeah, this is what we want. This is why we come to Myrtle Beach. Well, throughout like the course of the day, we have issues with the door. So that evening, we go to our room and the door won't open. Our key won't work. So we go to the front office and we're like, hey, our key's not working. You need to get into our room. Like, okay, this happens. So they come up to the door and they're like, it's not really a locksmith, but it's someone who works there. Is trying to get into the door. And we're sitting there and we're like, hey, our grandfather's dying inside. Like, we got to get to our room. You say, oh, we'll just move you. I'm like, no, our stuff's in there. Like, why are you going to move us? Couldn't get into the room. They leave. We end up, like, kicking it. It knocks open. That's all, like, fine and dandy. We get to the room. Then later that evening, I'm not going to name names, but someone went to bed a little early.
Right?
No. So someone went to bed a little early. So we're like, my dad's like, okay, let's go to the front office. So we go to the front office of the Happy Holiday, and we're like, hey, where's so-and-so? We need to get a key to our room. We said his name, and they're like, okay, here you go. Gave us the key, no question asked, to his room. So we like got the key, go like kick open the door, like, what are you doing? But yeah, just straight up didn't ask for ID or anything. They just gave us the key to someone else's room.
Oh wait, that's when he got pissed and was throwing shit?
Yeah, and then go in there and rip the covers off of him. He's naked. And so we're outside, like all that died down. And so we're outside, and Shelby has that big thing of PJ. Mm-hmm. And we're all just hanging out, and he comes out, takes it, flips it over. Just like, I don't know if he says anything. He just comes out, flips it over, slams the door, and just goes back. And we're just sitting there, and we're like, just dumbfounded, and we're like, there's little people up on the balcony. Let's go. And that was Midgets with Attitude.
Midgets with Attitude.
Because that thing happened with him, and we're just dumbfounded. And we're like, all our alcohol's gone, but we're like, oh wait. And so we just like run upstairs and start messing with him. And that dude Chucky was like, he's like, I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna give you a black eye. And he's trying to throw you over the balcony.
I thought you were over this guardrail. I said, you can't see over the guardrail.
So he's
like, come down here. He's like, pow. I'm like, give me another. He's like, pow. He had a bottle of vodka. It was like
bigger than him.
Bigger than him.
So he's trying to throw him over the balcony. And we're like, yo, we're just trying to have a good time, man. Like, what are you doing? And he's
was he legit trying to throw
no,
you?
he was like, he's angry.
They're angry. I thought you were over the rail. I said, you can't see over the rail.
But yeah, they were.
They should not let him get that crazy.
He actually passed away like a year, 2 years later.
Yeah.
Because Billy commented on it and it popped
Did
up
he
on
pass away?
Yeah, Chucky.
Yeah.
His name was Chucky.
Chucky, yeah.
From MWA, Midgets with Attitude.
But he called it, his name was Casey, because he had a Kansas City.
Oh yeah, he had a Kansas City face tattoo on his.
Yeah, so I guess his name was Casey, but he called himself Little Chucky. He was like, he was a redhead.
Yeah, so all that happened, and it ends up being like 5 o'clock in the morning. And you was it that night y'all went out to the beach? Was that the night before? I think it was the night before.
Beach walk.
Like on the beach watching the sunrise, like 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, okay, I gotta go.
Now, during that time, with the incident with shit being thrown and all that stuff,
Yeah.
I had a coworker
You out of here?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
that
Go
had.
home.
You heading out?
What?
What the hell?
What?
Why you heading out?
What? We're not naming names though.
Yeah, we're not naming names. but
Somebody might have.
No.
Are we live right now? Oh, we live, baby.
no, we ain't live. I don't have no signal. We ain't live. I'm just.
Oh, we live, baby. Oh, he's leaving too.
You can cut it
Talking about sunrise. We did sunrise.
We watch the sunrise.
We grown ass man laying on the beach.
Yeah, watching the beach. I'm like, I gotta go to bed.
I don't know.
Nobody said anything was wrong with
Yeah, no one's saying it was wrong. Not that late years down the line, y'all living next to each other, but still,
But we're at the
The whole
strip
worked
club.
out.
it worked out.
That was the night. That was the night we went to the strip club. We were at the strip club, and we paid. We were at the strip club.
We
that
stayed
night.
up for like 20 some hours
Yeah.
straight.
We're at the strip club, and we paid for have the table, and the
Oh,
service.
VIP.
Yeah, we
And they
paid
gave us the money back.
because we went to Masters, and we're at the. We paid for like a VIP table.
No, we sat down VIP. The guy
Oh,
goes,
yeah, I was there for that one.
the guy
We
goes,
did together.
this is a VIP. We're like, well, how much is it? He told me
Like
like,
$80.
Yeah.
It was like $80, or it was like he's like because we sat down. He was like, yeah, how much? He's like,
guy with a fucking
well, just-
24-ounce
It
fucking.
was like here's like whatever. And so we were sitting there, and the service was awful. Didn't get any drinks.
yeah.
Didn't get any drinks
It
and all
wasn't
that.
VIP.
It was no, it was awful.
Yeah.
That was the first dude was like, I was like, look, I said, we ain't had a dancer, we had a server.
Got
What the
mo-
fuck's VIP about? He's like, what do you want? You want your money back? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, okay.
Gave us some money back for the.
And then we had service.
And then he-
And then we had the situation.
And then
You didn't watch your son coming up.
and then yeah, that happened.
And we drank all the beer in the back of the trunk of the car. And went to breakfast the next morning.
Because
I left you in
And
Myrtle
ate
Beach.
pancakes. And Billy left.
And I had to come back and get.
Billy left to Myrtle Beach.
I wasn't sleeping in that damn raggedy ass
And he
hotel.
drove all the way back and picked me up.
I sure did. I wasn't fucking sleeping in that raggedy ass hotel.
You drove all the way to fuck home, and then woke up.
drove back
My
to get him
fucking
the next
floor was
morning.
wet in the hotel. My floor was wet. My bed was wet. I was like, no, I'm going home. Middle of the night, I just drove home.
Why didn't you just go to another room? Or
Well, I thought he could get a ride home with somebody, with everybody from Charleston that was there, but nobody would wake up. Everybody was sleeping in. I was like, by the time I come back, nobody was still up. By the time I come back,
Yeah, drove home and then come back.
I came back and everybody was
Everybody was
still
still
got
asleep.
home before anyone woke up. Like, where's Jason at?
I figured he'd get a ride home with somebody.
That's normal though.
But
you go
yeah,
anywhere with these guys, they fucking sleep in.
But that Saturday morning, I woke up late as shit, and Billy was honking outside. He had like a fucking four-seater long golf cart. And they went and bought-
Yeah, we went and rented a golf cart because
Like
on
a
the
big long
tailgate
one?
of the truck. I left stains on the tailgate from the grill.
So just got on the golf cart, started drinking, going up and down the strip.
Damn, that was pretty good time.
We had the sunrise thing. I was like 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, dude, I was like, y'all had y'all's moment, but I gotta go. And they were like just sitting there, just watching the sunrise. Just them like.
You know when Jason drinks, he gets gay.
he gets sensitive. He doesn't get
Sensitive,
gay.
I'm
He
sorry.
gets sensitive.
Yeah. It's a better choice of words, I guess.
Yeah, like the whole Mitchell's attitude and all that.
Man's in touch with his feelings.
He did.
Yeah, Chucky trying to throw him over the balcony and shit. Jason flipping the fucking alcohol over. He's so pissed.
I know, and I missed it. I've never seen him mad. I missed that.
Yeah, like we went to the front office, like, hey, we're Jason Conley. We need our key. She's like, here you go. It's like, hell yeah. Right in his room.
I just said his name.
Yeah, went right in his room. I was like, y'all didn't ask for ID or nothing. But that was the last experience Happy Holiday. It was fun.
Yeah, I ain't.
Yeah.
I can't go back.
At that point, I was in Greenville, and that was the first time I had introduced Rochelle to Happy Holiday. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because
Should have left your ass out
yeah,
there.
I know. She should have left me there. That's it.
Brought me to this
But that,
motherfucker?
and the only reason I remember is I had a coworker, younger fella, that
I
came
talked
up.
so much shit to
Shit,
that.
yes,
so
remember?
much shit to that guy.
Remember,
I'm surprised. I didn't mean to yell. Like, everything just shut down. It got quiet. Like, if I would have got my shit kicked in, I would have been happy. So I'm like, I deserved it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was the fun.
But the
shit.
dude,
But when we first remember, we were all standing there, and as everyone's going by, we're screaming, "Let me see your titties" or whatever shit. That was the first time because he was like kind of quiet, and out of nowhere in the back, I hear he goes, "Hey girl, let me pee in that butt," and it's like everyone's like, "What the fuck did he just say?" And that's where I lost my shit from there because
that was the last winter cruise.
it was something.
Yeah.
I think it was the last winter cruise.
I
Because
think that might have been not winter cruise. I think that might have been that time they invited everybody up.
No, that was before that because Harry got the thing for best dragon because he was three-wheel dragon. He got the little plaque from it.
Yeah.
That's what we say. That's what we say at your house.
Fanfest and heating carburetors.
We were in bed.
that came back. That actually popped up. No.
That's
off the record.
That turned that off for that one.
That guy's still trying to figure out what
No,
happened.
that's 100% off the record. That's the only thing I can regret. Like,
That
in
was
my
after
life.
we went to bed. Too.
That was awful.
That was after the
That
cops.
That came back recently because I had a friend from a long time ago in the Scouts. Like he was just like a family friend forever ago. And his sister went to the Scouts with my sister. We ran into them. He moved to Florida, but we ran into him at the Tin Roof recently. And he's like in the stance shit and all that. Because I met her because she was a teacher at one of our high schools, and I ran into her. I was like, oh shit, I haven't seen you in like fucking forever. How's your brother? How's your mom? He's like, oh, ran into him, them together. He's like, oh, he's a stance guy. Has like a Volkswagen on air and all that. And I was telling him about the whole truck thing. You're not recording, are you?
Yeah, I've been recording.
But okay,
He also pees on his own truck.
yeah.
So
But he was like,
his defense.
I was telling him about everything, and he's like, oh, he's like the only mini truck thing I've got, the only mini trucking guy I know, whatever, in Florida. He's like, let me pull him up. And it was dude's truck, and I'm like, oh, yeah, cool truck. I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm not going. I was like, okay, cool.